All right, we are live. So this is live. This week, girl. Yes, we are. Nobody here yet. That's good because I still need a chance to get set up here. We are live from in the van, though, Shelby. No big, noisy, diesel-smelling truck. We are in the van. And that makes all the difference in the world. Y'all pardon me just 1 second. Whoever that is that just signed in, hello. I'm trying to get some things set up here just right. In the truck, in the big rig, I have a kind of a cabinet that's built in from the factory. And that allows me to, nice shot of my armpit there, huh? That allows me to set my songbook up wherever I want, and everything works out just fine. But this here, I didn't take into consideration. We were in the van, and I didn't take into consideration the fact that the van doesn't have it. I've stripped it. We hadn't quite finished the first build. In fact, we barely got started on the first build. And I decided, no, we're going to run the bunk straight down the center. Leave a small work area behind the bunk there by the rear doors. Storage cabinets flush with the bunk on both sides. I said, no, that's not going to work. I've seen some other people do it different. I said, we're going to put the bunk pretty much where it's at right now, which is across from the side doors and directly behind the driver's seat. So that was working out really good, except for way in the back here, pardon my hand, way in the back there in that corner. The problem was, by the time I had my generator, my tools, and everything else, I had to keep moving stuff to get into the dresser. And some people don't mind that, but I do. I want to be able to get to anything without moving anything else. So I was like, this isn't working either. So I haven't got my mind made up now if I want to put the bunk to the right side, passenger side, or to the left side. But whichever side it's going to go is going to be flush up against the wall. Again, leaving enough space for a work area basically on the other side of the headboard. Cabinets underneath, cabinets beside, and cabinets at the foot of the bunk down there. So anyhow, so that's what I'm working on now. The van's been in the shop now for a while. I think right before Christmas, I believe it was, the mama went and took it up to be worked on. And let's see who we got here. Hi, I'm Mike too. Hi, Amanda. And hi, baby. So just two of y'all. And anyhow, so Miss Elaine took the van up to the Ford dealership there in town where we live. And what started off as a simple alignment. Of course, I knew there'd be some parts involved. I was figuring maybe $200, maybe $300. And it suddenly got up to about $500-600 with some of the things that the front end was needing before they can do the alignment. Parts that need to be replaced. When it all was, now granted, I added having the U, but the U-joints are one of the easiest things you can do to a vehicle mechanically. It's not that I can't do it, I can, I just didn't have the time. And so I said, while they're at, do that. So maybe $900 before the U-joints, but the bill was $1,038. And so I haven't had a chance to do any work on the van. So that's the plan now, is to get back to working on the van again now that I'll have it home on the weekends, whenever I come in off the road. So at the moment now, this is how I do my music. And my issue now, right now, this moment, is trying to find a place to put y'all. Now, pardon me here. I'm going to do some adjusting, and I apologize. But let me have a minute or two to figure this out so that what if we put this little clip up here, like so. And on the back of my phone is a little kind of a ring little deal. It's got a little hinge on it. Pretty stiff. It hangs in place. And the only problem with this idea, see what it is here? Here's the problem. Is this right here. When I got ready to leave the house this morning, I have a wall charger, for 110 electricity. I have a wall charger right there beside my recliner. And I thought to myself, I should take that with me. Nah, I don't need it. I've got, plug-ins like this in the van, and I got plug-ins in the big rig, all over the big rig. But the thought never occurred to me that if I had brought the house charger, the 110 volt charger, I'd be able to move the phone anywhere I want. Whereas right now, it's either this plug-in here or the one up there on the dash. And that's the only two places at the moment. Now, when I'm done, there'll be plug-ins all over the place. But again, new floor plan, starting out all over. So, yeah, I got to try to find somewhere to put y'all. Pardon me. I got to find somewhere to put y'all so that I can try to do this without moving y'all back and forth. Unfortunately, to flip pages, I'm probably going to have to move y'all back and forth anyway. So, Shelby. She's freaking out right now because she's not usually, whenever we've done any traveling in the van, it's been just going to, and she'd be in the front passenger seat up there with her head out the window, of course, like she likes. And it was just to get to and from the house. So I don't think I've ever had her in the back here on the bunk or anything like that. So she's just like, I don't know. Of course, she looks like she's about ready to pass out now. She's getting sleepy. Getting sleepy. Yeah. Get back here behind her skull. Get all Chinese-eyed. She likes that back there. So, all right. So let me see if this will work. Pardon me 1 second, y'all. Oh, really? Oh, man. All right. I'm not going to hit you with the guitar. You're all right. Daddy ain't going to hit you with the guitar. All right. Let's try something different here. Oh, man. It's like right there. It's like, oh, man. The cord just won't quite reach. Crap. And see what it is this little deal that I had bought is made for, you clamp one piece on the dash or on the windshield or something, and this piece back here is magnetic, and it's supposed to hold like that little steely, the little ball, except this is flat, and it's supposed to be able to hold on to this other thing. Man, it would slide off without even driving the truck. Just give it a little bump, close the door, slam the driver's side door. So I was like, well, if it's going to do that, it sure ain't going to hold while you're driving down the road. So that's what I use now, the ring, because that magnetic part has a ring around of it that pivots out, and I can use that to hook. I just don't have anything to hook onto. So, you know what? Yes, I do. Yes, I think I do. Hang on 1 second. Because sometimes, although not very often, but sometimes, Miss Elaine will tell y'all, I am smarter than the average bear. I wouldn't say frequently, but on occasion. So. All right, so that was from a previous shower bag I had that the shoulder strap came apart. Now, so the only problem is here. Hang y'all like so. Of course, the cord's going to have y'all dangling. Y'all pardon me, but I'm trying to make this work here. I didn't put much consideration into this, so let's see here. So if I did that, now I just need a counterweight, something to make y'all, because the cord hanging like it is gonna make it do that. Let me see something here 1 second. I keep putting my hand in front of y'all. I apologize. It's not almost level. Hang on, I'm working on it. All right. Yeah, that little ring swivels too, and it's kind of stiff. So there we go. All right. Almost kind of sort of level. All right, I can do this. So my little setup in here, momentarily, is the heater that puts out for this small amount of space. Although this is the biggest van they made prior to the ProMaster, it doesn't take long because right now it's not real bad cold outside. It's probably about 40. And this thing here starts putting off some heat. Little britches right here will start going. So I kind of keep it turned off. But yeah, at the moment I got a heater right in front of the door because I don't like the heat right here in my face. And we'll sleep in the van tonight because I'm on the truck yard where I work. To have my boss's truck running diesel, idling, a gallon an hour. So every hour, $3 for almost $3.25 every hour. So we figure if you're going to be in there for 8 to 10 hours, that's $30 a night just to keep warm. And I'm like, no, he's got an electrical outlet out front here, and I'm not sure what that costs, but it doesn't cost no $30 a night. So this past summer, I had that cabinet back in here that had the air conditioning venting out through the floor, and I stayed quite comfortable in here. So now I got to try to find a way to keep y'all from shaking around. When I do this again, I will have something figured out a little more solid. Is Aaron in here yet? No, he's not. We just still, is it just still Amanda and the missus? All right. You can tell Aaron, these are amazing. Oh my God, they're amazing. They are sweet potato and brown sugar sun chips. And as much, now, I've always liked them. The very first ones I've ever had was the French onion. And then one day I tried the original. Them are pretty good too. Then I had the Harvest cheddar in the orange bag, and those were like yummy. Oh yeah, we love sun chips. Miss Shelby, it's so funny because this dog devours anything. And she devours it kind of like a wolf devouring its prey. But when it comes to these sun chips, she'll take one ever so daintily in her very sharp fangs and ever so gently carry it away and find somewhere to set with it and crunch, 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 crunch. But it's so funny the way she'll carry it without ever trying to break. It's like she knows if I bite too hard, it's going to snap in pieces. I don't know, but yeah. But so have you ever had, Amanda, they got these, they're called Garden Salsa. They're in the red bags. Those are my absolute favorite. The Harvest cheddar are awesome, but the Garden Salsa are my absolute favorite until they came out with these. These are, I don't know, do I've got my light in here to be able to light this up tonight. It's a purple bag, and a little bit of a darker purple on the bottom, brighter purple on the top. And it just says whole grain, sweet potato, and brown sugar. And they are yummy. Oh my God, they're yummy. All right, Shelby. Oh, you're okay. The only thing she hates worse than the guitar is the camera. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah. Chips and dip. We love chips and dip. I bet you between the mama and me, we keep the people who created ranch dip in business. Well, we do salt too, but homie likes his sweets now. And the puppy, she's got a sweet tooth too. I don't think there's anything that... The one day, I've been trying to eat more bananas, trying to get potassium for my knees. And anyway, she was sitting like she always does, eyeballing me. You know, hey, give me some of that. And I give it a banana, and you know how bananas, there's no real... I mean, they're not hard, they're not soft, they're kind of mushy, yet they're kind of... And she just couldn't figure out what it was. She kind of like this and finally spit it out. That dog has ate everything I've ate except snickerdoodles, and that's just because I won't give her any. I know she wants them, and I know she'd eat them, but the snickerdoodles are mine. And I won't even share them with Elaine. You know, Elaine lets me have them only because she doesn't want them anyway. But if it was something, the way she always tells me is if it was something she wanted, she'd just hide it from me. So, because I tend to I tend to eat some junk. My thing is when I don't know I'm hungry. You know, I won't start. You know, I'm starting to get hungry. I'll go ahead and get ready to make dinner or go out and find something, go buy dinner or something. I don't know I'm hungry until I'm hungry, and then when I'm hungry right now. You know, so. I don't know why when she says she's going to start cooking dinner, and I'll be like, well, yeah, I can probably eat something or not, and, you know, then we'll decide from there. But as far as me, just like, well, I'm hungry, so now I'll start figuring out, well, by the time I get ready to go somewhere get something to eat, I'm starving. And I don't like to be starving. So usually my thing is whenever I'm hungry, you can get some junk food, bag of chips, the little Debbie oatmeal cream pies. And I apologize for the phone wiggling and waving. I will correct that next time, I promise. But the little oatmeal cream pies or any kind of cookies, there ain't no wrong. I love them, the windmill cookies or the just good old-fashioned Chips Ahoy's, something like that. But they had for a little while, in fact, we were just talking about these, they call them salty sweet. Chips Ahoy's. And they were, of course, the regular chocolate chips along with caramel chips, and they had that salt in the batter. And oh my God, those were good. They were yummy. So, but yeah, we like our share of junk. The mama not so much as me. I mean, the mama eats healthier than I do. I try to eat healthy, but being on the road, truck stops, all that kind of stuff, it's really difficult. It really is. And most truck stop food I really think is meant to kill you. All the grease and everything else. So usually I'll eat something and then later wish I hadn't. But one thing I don't do anymore, I won't eat off the buffet almost anywhere. There's one truck stop in the entire country, one. And it's not a truck stop chain. It's not a mom and pop place either, though. It's up in Hubbard, Ohio, which is near Cleveland. Not quite near Cleveland, but that's about what's closest to. It's actually closest to the Pennsylvania line. But the that's not right. Hang on 1 second. There it is. Okay. But the that place there, I'll eat the buffet because they do a really good job of keeping everything clean and all. But a lot of these places you've been to, there's some guy going, and then he grabs the spoon that you're about to grab to get some of the mashed taters also. And then a lot of times what they'll do is they'll take it. I don't know if they're doing it to be mean or if they're just idiots or if they just ain't paying no attention. I don't know. But they'll go ahead and they'll throw it back into instead of scooping it into the food container, they'll actually go ahead and, oh yeah, she don't put salt with her food. She puts food with her salt. But and they'll let the handle they just had a hold of and let it fall into the food. And so because of that, and then people bring their kids up, instead of making their kids sit down at the table, they got that glass right there to help keep you from getting your germs on the food. But little kids come up and they got their hand right there on the rail and they're because they don't even been taught to cover their mouth when they cough. And I'm just like, nah, I ain't doing buffets no more. So KFC puts out a pretty nice buffet, but I don't. No. I'm done doing buffets. Well, I'm going to play something. Now, see here, we got 3 now. It was said 2. Now, let me hang on here 1 second. I still only see 2. All right. Well, whoever number 3 is, it's Mike B. So, and you're not Mike 3, brother. You're Mike B. So there's Mike 1, which is Mike Millen, and I'm Mike 2. You're Mike B, and then someone else will have to be Mike 3. So I'm gonna play one here to get things started, and I'll try not to be bouncing around too much in the van because y'all see what happens when. This will be my least amount of visitors live stream ever. All right. This getting up early pulling double shifts gonna make an old man of me long before I ever get rich. But I'm trying. It's been 2 years since we finalized. Still ain't used to putting X in front of Y. But I'm trying. Send more money right away. Pretty much all she has to say when she calls these days. And don't you be late, but all I can do is all I can do, and I keep on trying. And all I can be is all I can be, and I keep on trying. But there's always a mountain in front of me. Seems I'm always climbing and falling and climbing, but I keep on trying. I remember Daddy saying keep your eye on the ball, run like hell, play to win, get up when you fall. I'm trying. Don't say nothing that you can't take back. Never do anything you might regret. No, don't do that. Daddy, I'm trying. Know the difference between heaven and hell. Go easy on the bottle, be hard on yourself. And I know he meant well, but all I can do is all I can do. And I keep on trying. And all I can be is all I can be. But I keep on trying. But there's always a mountain in front of me. Seems I'm always climbing and falling and climbing. But I keep on trying. Keep on trying. But all I can do is all I can do. Keep on trying. And all I can be is all I can be. But I keep on trying. And all I can do is all I can do, and I keep on trying. There's always a mountain in front of me. Seems I'm always climbing, then falling, then stumbling, then climbing. But I keep on trying. Getting up early, pulling double shifts. Gonna make an old man of me long before I ever get rich. But I'm trying. Little Trace Atkins there. Not necessarily the happiest song I know, but I like that song just the same. So, pardon me. To quote, what was his name? Cleavon Little, I think it was, from well, he's been in several movies, actually, but the one he's known most for is Blazing Saddles. My dinner for later. I have me some McDonald's. I always get enough to have leftovers. Excuse me while I whip this out. I crack me up. I'm got to clean this place up. I'll film if I want to. Oh, good stuff. I haven't done any of my homework yet to discover which Canadian beers we have available down here, but I am going to try to do so I can say, hey, I found these, and these. Which is the best one? And then I'll drink a Canadian beer with y'all. So, all right, hang on a second. There we go. Time to get comfy. So who all... Capo. I might need that later. Who all's here? Who all wants to hear something? well, Mike, I don't want you to drink alone, brother. Hi, Witchy. All right. Oh, righty. Now, you know that Mike B is probably going to be causing trouble, so I don't know that we can, it's going to take more than just a blue wrench, which I've still got to figure out how to do that. Y'all was saying something about the dots, but I don't see any dots on this when I do this. I don't know why that is, but I see a list scrolling. I can turn the phone the other way. Maybe that's what it is, because I've got the phone horizontal. Maybe if I turn it vertical or something. Of course, if I turn it vertical, the video is still this wide. The only difference is now I'm going to be this wide and have these two little black boxes, one on each side of me. And that just looks silly. So, let's see here. Who wants to hear what? Let's do this. Country or rock? Let's keep it simple. Country or rock? Y'all tell me. Oh, ooh, these are good. You know what would be really nice right now is a pizza. Oh, see, yeah. I don't have the ability to get on our laptop. We don't even try to put it on the internet anymore. You know, you can get Wi-Fi different places. We don't even bother for the fear of what might happen to it next. And we used to be able to go down to the library and get Wi-Fi at the library is free. And I don't think that we picked up a virus or anything. I think it's just that the operating system has gotten so old. And then, like I said, once it get rock, duh. Said the woman who doesn't like any country music but listens to an awful lot of it. Y'all, when Elaine and I got married, I was gonna play a country song one day, and I forget which one it was, but anyway, she was like, "Oh, I only listen to rock," and you'd be surprised for a woman that only listens to rock how much country music that when I'll say, "What do you want to hear?" and all her requests, not all, but a good portion of them. Ooh, 90s, good call there. So we can do rock, we can do country rock, and we can do 90s all in the same. Yes, we can do that. Let's see here. Oh, 50s. Believe it or not, there, brother, I have some of that in here too. So, and I'm working on getting more 50s and 60s stuff. So let's see here. How about? Okay, so let's do something here first from the 90s. Be digging into those here in a minute. So, yeah, I corrupted you. Oh, see, now I like Enigma, but I don't know that I can play. They had that, hi Jessica, how are you? They had that song, it was called Sadness, Saddnes, and I think it was Enigma, wasn't it? Anyway, it was an awesome song, but I don't think that's something I'd be able to play on just an acoustic guitar. So, but let's try a little something just straight out of the 90s. I guess now this would be considered classic rock, but when I first hit the radio, it was alternative. That is Enigma. Okay. So, I know I liked you for some reason, Witchy. You and I like the same kind of music. So. I like a little bit of everything, though, to be honest. Night falls and I'm alone. Skin, yeah, chills me to the bone. You turned and you ran. Oh yeah. Oh, slipped right from my hand. Hey, blue on black, tears on a river, push on a shove, it don't mean much. Joker on Jack, match on a fire, cold on ice, it's a dead man's touch. Whisper on a scream, doesn't change a thing, doesn't bring you back. Blue on black, blue on black. Blind, oh, but now I see. Truth lies in between. Wrong the tip of your tongue. Hey, blue on black, tears on a river, push on a shove, it don't mean much. Joker on jack, match on a fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. Whisper on a scream, doesn't change a thing, don't bring you back. Blue on black, blue on black. Blue on black, tears on the river, push on a shove, it don't mean much. Joker on jack, match on a fire, cold on ice, it's a dead man's touch. Whisper on a scream, doesn't change a thing, doesn't bring you back. Blue on black, blue on black. Blue on black, tears on a river, push on a shove, it don't mean much. Joker on jack, match on a fire, cold on ice, it's a dead man's touch. Whisper on a scream, doesn't change a thing, don't bring you back. Blue on black, oh, blue on black. Blue on black, blue on black. $99, $98. Does this thing not sound nice or what? All right, how about, let's see, hang on one second. How about another one from the 90s? How's that work for y'all? While I still have my voice. Well, stick around, Witchy. I'm going to do another one from the 90s by a group called Stained. And I just happen to have, I know I've got one, maybe two Rolling Stones songs in my book here. So hang on. After I do this one, I will do Rolling Stones next. In fact, the one I had just finished, most of this stuff I get out of songbooks or some places on the internet, but the chords don't line up with the lyrics, and so you got to kind of figure out where to put them, and I do that part. But this next song, the Rolling Stones song I'm going to do after I've finished the Stained song here, the Rolling Stones song, I've been, for, I don't know, a good year or two, just trying to tinker around with it until I can figure out the chords for myself. And it's a song that most people have either forgotten about, or I've actually known some folks to say they've never heard it. I'm like, how did you not hear this? And because they're used to the stuff that got all the radio play, you know. Five Finger Death Punch. Oh, I've never heard that. Jessica, I will definitely, because you know YouTube, you can find about everything. I will look it up afterwards, though. So here we go. This was, I try to, and the other thing, I try to keep the music when I perform, because of course I perform at pubs and taverns sometimes. I haven't in years, but I still like to. And I try to do this in a manner of whichever version I think people would recognize the most. For example, if you ever heard Bob Seger Turn the Page, the studio version, you're like, really? What is that? It's not really lame per se, but it's just not what you're used to, because the radio, the live version, what was got ever since back in the 70s, has always had the live version as the main radio song. So you get used to hearing that, and then you hear something different, you're just like Journey, the live version of Journey doing Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin'. I love Journey, you know, but that's not. So I try to always do these songs in the version I think most people will recognize. For example, this one here, if you've seen the Family Values tour with Aaron Lewis sitting down there on the steps of the risers, picking out on an acoustic guitar, Fred Durst. Hey, we're really feeling them lighters, real mother effing deal, y'all, and all that stuff. I try to keep this as close to that as possible. Just all depends. Sometimes my fingers aren't quite nimble enough to keep up with all that. So awesome. So here we go. Aaron Lewis and Stained, Outside. No, maybe not. Okay, there we go. I have to look. I'm not so like these people who can just play without looking and know right where they're at. I'm not that talented. And you bring me to my knees again. All this time when I could beg you please in vain. All those times when I felt insecure for you, and I leave my burdens at the door. But I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. I can see through you, see your true colors, 'cause inside you're ugly like me. I can see through you, see to the real you. All those times that I felt like this won't end, it's for you, and I taste what I could never have. It's from you. All those times that I tried, my intentions were full of pride, but I waste more time than anyone. But I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. I can see through you, see your true colors, 'cause inside you're ugly like me. I can see through you, see to the real you. All those times that I cried, all that's wasted, it's all inside, and I feel all this pain stuffed it down, it's back again, and I lie here in bed all alone. I can't mend, but I feel tomorrow will be okay. But I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. I can see through you, see your true colors, 'cause inside you're ugly like me. I can see through you, see to the real you. I made a couple mistakes. I apologize. But I don't know if as I've gotten older, I've started noticing my knuckles. I'm praying to God it's not arthritis, but I'm pretty sure it's what it is. But like I said last week, Johnny Cash played guitar right up till he died. So, oh yeah, we got to do some Bob Seger. You know that. So, all right. So hang on, let me see what I've missed here. I apologize for those of you who came in after my announcement. I've got y'all hanging from the ceiling in my van, because I didn't take into consideration where I would put the phone, not realizing I was going to have to plug it in because my battery was half throttle, and I know that if I just left it alone, that it would go dead, and this would be a very short show, which some of y'all might be like, yeah, don't plug it in next time. All right, pardon me now as I get really close to the camera. Hang on one second. Oh, here we go. Witchy as promised. All right. The Rolling Stones. This song needs no introduction. Y'all will more than likely know what it is. I know you will, Witchy. Disappear. Angie, Angie, where will it lead us from here? With no loving in our souls and no money in our coats, you can't say we're satisfied. But Angie, Angie, you can't say we never tried. Angie, you're beautiful, but ain't it time we said goodbye? I still love you. Remember all those nights we cried. All the dreams we held so close seem to all go up in smoke. Let me whisper in your ear, Angie, Angie. Where will it lead us from here? Don't you weep, 'cause all your kisses still taste sweet. I hate that sadness in your eyes. But Angie, Angie, ain't it time we said goodbye? no loving in our souls, and no money in our coats. You can't say we're satisfied, but Angie, I still love you, baby. Everywhere I look, I see your eyes. There ain't a woman that comes close to you. Come on, baby, dry your eyes. But Angie, ain't it good to be alive? Angie, they can't say we never tried. A little Rolling Stones for you, Itchy. All right, so let me catch up with y'all here now, and pardon me all the wobbling. Like I said, I've got y'all hanging from the ceiling right now because I didn't anticipate what to do with y'all. Uh-oh. We spilled coffee in bed. All right. Have you seen, Brother Mike? Have you seen that video? Jason Aldean covering Bob Seger with Bob Seger singing along with him. It, I don't know. I guess as we get older, you know, we just lose a little bit, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, you know. So, hi, Janice. Glad you can make it. So, those of you who have yet to put your name in the hat, so to speak, it's starting to get a little cold out now, so I need to crank this up, but I need to keep it off Shelby. The puppy's behind me, y'all. There's Miss Shelby. Up now I done moved the phone. See, I had it all figured out how to get y'all level, and now I've done made y'all unlevel. But anyhow, I need to make this in such a manner that I can get some heat in here without baking her. So let's turn that sideways some. Move my cooler a little farther away from there so we don't put no heat. I don't need my beer warm. We don't like warm beer. So, all right, there's that. No, we want on one. We don't want it on two. Two is too hot. Too hot now. Let me shake y'all around again here. There we go. About level. I can't do anything about the actual shaking. I got y'all hanging from my ceiling in the van, and I get, actually, believe it or not, although the big rig is more spacious, I get tired of being in it after a while. I spend way too much time in that truck, so I just kind of don't. Nat King Cole and what did I just miss now? Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole. There was one, I remember her doing one of those. If you ever seen the one with Hank Jr. and of course Hank Sr., it's a video that they dubbed new and old together, and therefore it makes it look like Hank Jr. and his dad are singing There's a Tear in My Beer. Great song. And yeah, it's starting to get cold, brother. I don't even know what the temperature is outside. It was 40 earlier today, and but it's considerably cooler than that now. I'm starting to get it. And the thing that Elaine can tell you too is when I sing and play, I'll work up a sweat. I mean, I'll actually start getting hot. Of course, we heat with wood, and the wood stove ain't very far from where I sit. But yeah, it's getting a little cool in here. And for me to want to turn the heat on, that means it's cooling off outside pretty quick. So, okay, so Jessica, Janice, y'all throw your name in the hat here if there's something you want to hear. Rock, country, something. Now, a lot of people will throw songs at me that I don't know. I'm learning one though is no, it's not a D. Wait, a G maybe. Anyway, Brother Mike, you threw Horse with No Name up here one day, and I found it, so I've been trying to work the chords out on that. So I used to know it actually, not know it memorized, but I knew to play it. I could hear it and go, because that's all the whole song is 2 chords. They say all rock music is 3 chords. Not so, Grasshopper. Or it's with no name, 2 chords. But anyhow, if y'all want to hear something, I'd usually tell people either rock or country, or if you know the artist like George Strait. I've seen Bob Seger. We'll do Bob Seger here next. If you know the artist, throw that up there, and then anything that I'm pretty sure I've seen that video is I can't remember the one song that was Nat King Cole's probably all-time number 1 hit, but yeah, there was him and Natalie Cole did the same kind of thing as There's a Tear in My Beer with Hank Jr. and Hank Sr. I've seen that once or twice. It's a pretty good video. In fact, I got a playlist going. I don't know if y'all ever check my playlists out or not. One of them, at the moment, I've titled it Songs of the Day, but I probably won't put songs in there every single day. So, just stuff that's long forgotten about, I guess. Some of it's inspirational, I suppose. Some of it's not. Some of it's just good rock and country music. But anyhow, blues, rock, country, that's what I do. So y'all check that out. So I know, I can't know. I'm actually working on one. I don't know if I brought it with me though. Let me see here. Since y'all want to talk about some blues here. Yes, I brought it with me. Okay. I don't know what the stigma is about this, but 1920s. 20s no, but 30s, anything from mid 30s and up, I'm game for it. If it's something that I like. I don't care when it was written, I don't care when it was recorded. If I like it, I'm going to play. There's a kind of a stigma in this country. I'm not sure about up there, Canada, or I don't think anybody here is from the UK tonight, but I've got some subscribers from the UK. And we have in America this stigma where a girl can sing a guy's song, change the gender roles over, and sing it that's okay. That's completely okay. But if a guy was to go off and sing Reba McEntire song or Dolly Parton, whoever, guy sing a girl's song, Whitney Houston, whoever, all of a sudden there's this that's just not acceptable. I'm not sure why that is. But so a lot of people get confused on this because on the radio they heard this, it was always Bonnie Raitt. But the song was actually written by a guy named Chris Smithers, and Bonnie Raitt changed all the gender roles to turn it into a song being sung by a female. But originally it was recorded by a guy to be sung by a guy. So therefore, I am not doing a cover of Bonnie Raitt. I am doing a cover of the guy named Chris Smithers. So let me see. Nickel a Dime, what's up, homie? How you doing, brother? Just in time for a little bit of rock and blues, man. The men that you've been seeing, babe, got their souls up on a shelf. They could never ever love you when they can't even love themselves. But you need someone to love you, someone who really understands, who won't put himself above you, babe, and just love you like a man. I've never seen such losers, even though you always try to find a man to take you home instead of taking you for a ride. Girl, you need someone to love you. Baby, don't you know that I can? So believe me when I tell you, darling, I can love you like a man. want you to rock 'em like your back ain't got no bone. Instead, let me rock you one time, babe, like your backbone was my own. I'm what you need, darling. Baby, don't you know that I am? So believe me when I tell you, honey, I can love you like a man. You come home sad and lonely, feeling like you want to cry. You need a man to hold you, darling, not some fool who'll ask you why. You need a man, babe. Well, sugar, here I am. I won't put myself above you. I'll just love you like a man. I won't put myself above you, babe, and just love you like a man. Still working on that one, so it kind of sucked. I'm sorry. But y'all said blues. I was like, oh, that's the one I've been working on. So okay, so what have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? If I missed anything, let's see here. Actually, I will admit, there is, Bonnie Raitt has done that in so many different shows, that song there. There's one where it's just her and a couple of her band members. It's not no big show, it's a small little venue. And she's out there. Of course, I can't do all the picking. This would be a much better sounding song if I was one of these, like, 6-string Steve that does a little kind of combination of picking and strumming. And that's what she does. And it's awesome. I mean, I like it better the way Bonnie Raitt sings it. And the thing of it is, though, is kind of weird singing a song like you're the girl, so you gotta, and since this was originally written by a guy for a guy, I sing that version there, so but that's the best I can do with what I got to work with. All right, now Mike Brown, I'm going to ask you a silly question. Oh, what I miss? There we go. I'm assuming you're drinking, brother. So, are y'all drinking with me, or am I drinking alone? Because it's my birthday Tuesday. I don't want to drink alone. That would suck. I'll pout and cry and be miserable if y'all make me drink alone. If y'all believe that, I'll sell you a bridge. Golden Gates, one owner, real cheap. So, I am a trucker, y'all, and although if y'all have noticed the great surroundings, we are not in the big rig this evening. We are in my van, which at the moment is not a complete build. In fact, it's an incomplete build, kind of like the Uncola, the cola that's not a cola. This is the camper van that's not a camper van because I've stripped out what I had in here to start all over. Air conditioning and everything. Took everything out of here. The only reason the bunk is still in here is because I need it to sleep in every now and then when I don't want to or can't sleep in the truck. So, well, actually, it sounded like it was a lot farther off tune than that, but okay. So I'm a truck driver, and that's what I do. And tutu, I'm not sure if I understand what that is. So I'm going to do, this is one, my wife that only listens to rock music, this is one of the songs she asks me to play all the time. Oh, brother, don't you go off anywhere just anytime soon. I still got your song to sing, and I'm drinking with you, so. All right. My wife that only listens to rock music. Here's one for you, baby. I know you're still here, because you're at the house, and we got a lot better internet than you did where you was at this past couple of weeks. So. All right. Really, this is why I can't never figure it out, because you always ask me, I'm like, oh, I think I can do that, and I'm trying to find the chords, and I can't. It starts with a G. I'll actually try to remember that. All right. Well, I pulled out of Pittsburgh, heading down the eastern seaboard. I got my diesel wide out, she's running like never before. There's a speed zone ahead, alright. I don't see a cop in sight. 6 days on the road, now I'm gonna make it home tonight. I got me 10 forward gears and a Georgia overdrive. I'm taking little white pills and my eyes are open wide. I just passed a Jimmy in a white. I've been passing everything in sight. 6 days on the road, now I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, it seems like a month since I kissed my baby goodbye. I could have a lot of women, but I'm not like some other guys. I could find one to hold me tight, but I could never make believe it's alright. 6 days on the road, I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, the DOT is checking on down the line. I'm a little overweight and my logbook's way behind. But nothing bothers me tonight. I can dodge all the scales, alright. 6 days on the road, now I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, my rig's a little old, but that don't mean she's slow. There's a flame from her stack and that smoke's blowing black as coal. Well, my hometown's coming in sight, and if you think I'm happy, you're right. 6 days on the road, now I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road, now I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road, now I'm gonna make it home tonight. Does that not sound nice? Does that not sound nice? All right, now, y'all, everybody, you can't be going live same time I'm going live. That just won't work. I can't tune into yours. I'm busy doing mine. So, all right. Oh, what did I miss? What I miss? What I miss? The song actually should be 3 weeks on the road, and I'm gonna make it home tonight because it's 6 days, nothing. I rarely ever, pardon me while I duck down here like this, but I've got to flip my pages over there. I'm sitting about midway on my bunk. Y'all are floating directly above where my head would be if I was laying down with my head on the pillow. And at the moment, I don't have the headboard or anything built up in here anymore because, like I said, the bunks can get moved over and farther back. All right, might stay where it's at, move farther back. I haven't made my mind up on this part yet. So, but the songbook is on my music stand, basically right behind. Like if I was laying down, it'd be right back here behind my head. So I have to reach over there long enough to flip the pages. Pardon me, y'all, if I sing another country song, but this past couple weeks, the mama's been up near Mountain Home in Lake Norfolk, on the north side of Lake Norfolk, not actually far from the Missouri line, and sitting with an elderly friend of ours. So even when I finally got to come home, I barely got to see her. And then when she finally home from being up there, she barely got to see me because I had my focus on trying to edit some videos in our slow-ass computer and yada, yada, yada. But lots of stuff that she usually asks me to play that I didn't get to. So I'm going to play the mama another one. And because with the exception of Sal Soares, my wife's my biggest fan. So I'm sorry, baby, but you're number two. Sal's a bigger fan than you are. I'm sorry, but Sal don't put out. So sorry, I got to play another one for the wife. Here we go. For my wife that only listens to rock music, by the way. Baby, all I've got is this beat-up leather bag, and everything I own don't fill up half. Don't you worry about the way I pack. All I care about is getting back real soon. goodbye kiss is all I need from you. 'Cause I'm carrying your love with me. West Virginia down to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. Carrying your love with me. It's my strength for holding on. Every minute that I have to be gone, I'll have everything I'll ever need. I'm carrying your love with me. On a lonely highway, stuck out in the rain. Darling, all I have to do is speak your name. The clouds roll back and the waters part. The sun starts shining in my heart for you. You're right there in everything I do. 'Cause I'm carrying your love with me. West Virginia down to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. Carrying your love with me. It's my strength for holding on. Every minute that I have to be gone, I'll have everything I'll ever need. I'm carrying your love with me. What? Wrong chord. I do that sometimes. The right side of my book is in the shadows. So I guess I need to move it. It's my strength for holding on. Every minute that I have to be gone, I'll have everything I'll ever need. I'm carrying your love with me. I'm carrying your love with me. West Virginia down to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. Carrying your love with me. Carrying your love with me. From Arkansas down to Tennessee. I mean, I gotta move this. That's I recognized that earlier, and I thought, oh, it'll be okay. I can still see it, but no, the shadows. The shadow knows. Okay. So what am I missing here now? What do we want to hear? What do we want to hear? Let's see. Fighting words. All right. Well. All right. Well, yep, Tuesday. 56, man. I can't believe I had all I can do this year right here to cope with the fact that I'm officially a senior citizen. Oh, really? What's going on with that? So, okay, I know this one by heart, so I can look you all in the eye. All right, that's only one. By the time I've got a little more than half dozen in there. By the time I get done with this, y'all be like, "Oh yeah, he's gotten sloppy. Let's just sign off, and put him to bed." Oh, by the way, baby. Although if I did this at home, it would have probably made, by the time I got down here, probably made things screwy. There's no load here. The whole idea was supposed to be get here, chain down a load, yada yada yada. Yeah, I know, I'm silly. There's no load. Apparently, I have to go pick the load up in the morning and chain it down. I'm assuming it's at Newberry Tanks. But the whole idea of being down here, so they played me to make sure that I'll be over there first thing in the morning. Come over here, spend the night. That's what but they told me the load would be here. All I had to do is get myself my signs and flags and everything set up, chain her down. As soon as daylight comes, the permits are already registered to the truck and trailer. Take off. Not. So basically, I come down here however early for nothing. I left the house, y'all, at 10 o'clock this morning. And mind you, my wife and I ain't seen each other here in a while because, one, I ain't had no way to get to and from unless she'd come all the way to Memphis to come pick me up. 4-hour drive each way. And then from the Ozarks down here, where we live up in the Ozarks down here, is 4 hours. And then on top of that, when I finally got to come home, she was off visiting, with an elderly friend. So, yeah, it just kind of really bites. We try to spend as much time together as we can without her coming on the road, which isn't really an option because we have so many critters at the house. But anyway, yeah, that kind of pissed. I got here, I was like driving around the yard and everything. That pissed me off too. So, all right. So, anyway, this is my birthday celebration. I'm not gonna let it piss me off. I got pissed off enough today anyway. So, we're done with that. Moving on. Good song, by the way. Yeah, we're beer tank, brother. So. I swear that they keep making them bigger. I'm waiting to get one really, really big one. I'm like, oh yeah, this one's got to go to Mike Brown. 65,000 gallons is the biggest one I've hauled so far. If they ever make one that's 100,000 gallons, brother, it's coming to you. How you can keep it cold, I don't know. It's going to take an awful good tap to plug down into that, but, well, yeah, it's been that kind of a day, I guess, for several folks, hasn't it? Let's see here. I sorry, Amanda. We'll be pissed off together. So here we go. The mama's pissed off. You're pissed off. We'll all be pissed off. All right. But I'm gonna get happy again right now because this is one of my favoriteest songs to play. I say one of because the other is Marshall Tucker. Can't you see? Long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to the engine moaning out its one long song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before, but your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do and you don't feel much like riding. You just wish the trip was through. Sing it with me, Janice. Say, here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page. A little flat there, I'm sorry. Well, you walk into a restaurant strung out from the road, and you see all the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. All the same old cliches. Is that a woman or a man? And you always seem outnumbered. You don't dare make a stand. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page. there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. And every ounce of energy you try to give away, hey, as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play. Later in the evening, as you lie awake in bed, with the echoes from the amplifiers ringing in your head, you smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Oh, here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page. Now here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on that stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, there I go. There I go. Grabbing another swig off my beer. This one here about got a hole in it. It's been leaking out ever so consistently. Miss Janice, that is if you look, it looks like I'm doing an E minor. All right. But actually, assuming you said that you play, you do this song too, I'm assuming you meant you play. If you strike a D minor chord while I strike a E minor chord, we'll have the same, because that's what this is actually, a D minor. I've got this guitar's Mitchell. It's made by the Mitchell Manufacturing Company. Can y'all see that? And it's been named in remembrance of a friend of mine I used to work with who got killed out on a towboat back when I used to barge line. And I keep this guitar, the Mama's guitar. My wife doesn't even play guitar, and she owns a guitar. And I've got her guitar, and if y'all saw any of my videos that I posted on my Easy Songs for Guitar playlist, Freebird, using, I don't know if I've given that guitar a name or not. I think I've called it Shorty or Stubby or something like that. It's a lot smaller guitar with the same size neck. And those three guitars I have tuned a step down. So instead of E, it's D. Instead of A, it's G. Instead of D, it's C, and on down the line. You know, G, A, B, or instead of G, it'd be F. B would be A, and then of course E would be D. So to play along with that, you would either have to have your guitar also tuned a step down, or instead of E minor, play D minor, etc. The problem is for me when it gets to the C, actually on a 440 tuned guitar, the reason I have it dropped down is so I can sing it a little more easily, because toward the end there it gets a little harsh on my voice. The problem for me is the B chord is not one of my favorite chords ever. I can make a B chord and it sounds great, but when I'm going in and out of it, so what I do is I change, like a lot of times you'll capo up sometimes to change the key, so you can still play the chords you're familiar with more easily, instead of just changing all the sheet music to different chords, which some of these chords that are easy on the current key will become more difficult in a different key. This way you can still play those same chords without all the difficulty on your hands and everything. So because as I've gotten older, I found out the simpler basic chords are a lot easier playing for me. So let me see what I've missed here. Let's see here, where did I drop off at? Let's see here, there we go. You don't have anything stronger to drink but tea. Wow. chilling just the same, brother. Chilling just the same. Yeah, Amanda, I do. That's the first song I've ever sung karaoke ever. When I was so like, I don't know if I want to do all that because karaoke was still kind of a new thing in America, and I was like, I don't know, but then I got talked into it, and it's one of those songs, you sing to the radio and you know it by heart and everything. So I was like, okay, I'll get up there and I'll do that. And for the longest time, that was the only song I ever sang, and then eventually I started getting into it. And then the first song I've ever played on guitar live, not necessarily for like friends or anything, but at a pub. The first song I ever played live was Marshall Tucker, Can't You See? We'll do that one here in a minute. Let's see what else is going on here. All right, then we're back. Okay, so that's conversation I've already been through there. Well, see, and that's the thing, Brother Mike, is that as I chill here for my birthday, all that crap that was pissing me off earlier today is no longer an issue for me. So my van, I'm the guy that cleans it up. I do that because I can't do that at home. My wife would look at me like, I hope you don't think I'm going to pick that up. I love you, baby. So, but actually the van is, I'm still in the process of stripping the interior out so I can restart with the floor plan 3. And so I'm just kind of being cocky because I can. So, all right, so here we go. Let's see, we did a few country songs because my wife only listens to rock music. So how about y'all, we're talking about some blues earlier. This is one I don't have any music for, but that's okay because I have it memorized. So how about we do a little more bluesy stuff here. And I'm trying not to play the same stuff week after week over and over, but actually it's kind of hard for me to remember what I sang and what I didn't. So obviously by the time I read this, where y'all begin like, hey dude, you played that one last week, it'll be too late because I'll be done singing it. But yeah, I will try not to do that. Pay a little more attention. Maybe make a list or something of what songs I'm going to play one week after another. I'll figure out how to do that. So, but right now, James Taylor. Hang on. Oh, that sounds cool. The tuner said I was right. Nah. That one ain't. There we go. All right. I can tell. That's in tune. So, written by James Taylor for none other than Elvis Presley. Steamroller Blues. Steamroller, baby, I'm bound to roll all over you. Meet me. I'm a steamroller, baby, I'm bound to roll all over you. I'm gonna inject your soul with sweet rock and roll. Shoot you full of rhythm and blues. I'm a cement mixer, a churning urn of burning funk. I'm a cement mixer, a churning urn of burning funk. I'm a demolition derby, baby, a heaping hunk of steaming junk. steamroller, baby. I'm bound to roll all over you. I'm a steamroller, baby. I'm bound to roll all over you. I'm gonna inject your soul with sweet rock and roll. Shoot you full of rhythm and blues. I'm a napalm bomb. I'm guaranteed to blow your mind. I'm a napalm bomb. I'm guaranteed to blow your mind. If I can't have your love now, baby, well, there'll be nothing left behind. Wrong chord. One of these days, I'm going to just get really crazy with it. I'm going to start breaking strings. And I'll be like, oh, crap, because I didn't bring any spare strings with me. So, all right, what did I miss? Let's see what I missed. Let's see here. So who wants to hear what? All right. Do-de-do-de-do. Yeah. Shelby will make a mess out of the van quick and in a heartbeat, brother. All right, Jessica, or Janice, you're getting going there. I got you. So, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it. All right. I'm thirsty. Oh, that's some good stuff. Oh, baby. Hometown market the other day was $13.39. All right. That's how we keep up with how much money's in the bank, y'all. We work out of the same account, which, of course, two people coming out of one account from two different places in the country is a recipe for disaster. So what we do is basically Elaine's the only one to take care of the book. Oh, it's all good, Amanda. We always like seeing you come back in, so it's all good. The mama takes care of the book. I don't touch the book. I never see the book. And what I do is anytime I spend money out of the bank, I let her know so she can keep up with the book. Except homie ain't been keeping up with his receipts lately. So that's all we. All right. So I don't think I did this last time. I'm not a big Elvis fan. Not at all, really. I like Elvis's movies. Most people don't like his movies. They like his music. I'm the other way around. His music's okay. But I like his movies. But anyhow, just because it happens to be the next page I opened up to in my book. So I guess we're going to be doing 2 Elvis songs in a row. Why not? All right. Okay. What did I do with it? Here it is. All right. There we go. Ooh, I gotta get that tune in my head. So, ever since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel, yes, and you make me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, I can die. Although it's always crowded, you still can find some room where broken-hearted lovers cry away the gloom, yes, and You make me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely. I get so lonely, I could die. Well, the bellhop stairs keep flowing, and the desk clerk's dressed in black. Well, they've been so long on lonely street, they ain't ever looked back. Yes, and you make me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely. I get so lonely, I could die. Hey, now if your baby leaves you and you got a tale to tell, just take a walk down lonely street to Heartbreak Hotel. Yes, you make me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely. I get so lonely, I could die. All right. I had to. I'm not sure if y'all like that or not, but I had to. So, because it was there. And that's the whole thing is, oh, wait. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't like some of the stuff I play. And people think, well, I wouldn't play it. Thank you, Amanda. But when you play at pubs and taverns, like I don't know if I posted that video or not, or maybe I have yet to post it. I think you got to play stuff people want to hear. If you want them to put money in your tip jar, then you have to play stuff that they want to hear. One song I'm just not a big fan of, Sweet Caroline, wah, wah, wah. It's not a bad song. It's just not something I'm crazy. I like Neil Diamond's music. I like a lot of his music. Just not that song. But people want to hear it, so you play it. Anyhow, so yeah, some of the Elvis stuff, I'm a huge Beatles fan. But I don't like everything by the Beatles either. But nonetheless, if somebody wants to hear it, you play it. So I know I've played this before for y'all. I just don't remember if it was last week or the week before or whenever. But I really enjoy playing this song. I've had people all through the years that ask me, do this song. In fact, whenever I do it karaoke, and you know how whenever someone's going to sing karaoke, right before they start singing, before the pictures come up and everything for the video, there will be like a title screen. And people look at it and they go, Little Red Riding Hood, because they think of the poem, and a children's story or whatever it was. But anyhow, Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, Little Red Riding Hood. Who's that walking through these woods? Why, it's Little Red Riding Hood. Hey there, Little Red Riding Hood. You sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want. Listen to me, Little Red Riding Hood. I don't think little big girls should go walking in these spooky old woods alone. Ow! What big eyes you have, the kind of eyes that drive wolves mad. So just to see that you don't get chased, I think I ought to walk with you for a ways. What full lips you have, they're sure to lure someone bad. So until you get to Grandma's place, I think you ought to walk with me and be safe. I'm gonna keep my sheep suit on till I'm sure that you've been shown that I can be trusted walking with you alone. Ow! Little Red Riding Hood, I'd like to hold you if I could, but you might think I'm a big bad wolf, so I won't. Ow! What a big heart I have, the better to love you with. Little Red Riding Hood, even bad wolves can be good. I'll try to be satisfied, just to walk close by your side, and maybe you'll see things my way before we get to Grandma's place. Little Red Riding Hood, you sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want. Ow! I mean bad. Bad. Daddy. That cracked me up. All right. I really do, no lie. I really do have people request that different places that I go. I know, right? I mean, I used to be a DJ, Amanda, and so I suppose that kind of gives me an unfair advantage that I have. Okay, the toolbox is not going to work where I have it. Hang on one second. My foot is stuck. There we go. Okay. All right, we're back up to 72 degrees, and here we can turn this back off. Hi, big girl. Oh. You can love on this dog till the cows come home. She will not get. See, there goes the paw holding me down. Like, no, you ain't done yet, Hoss. You ain't done till I say so. She never, ever gets tired of it. A lot of times when I get stuck on the road for the weekends, I will find some truck stop somewhere, you know. We'll camp out in the big rig. If I'm stuck on the road, why bother coming in? Can't get home, you know. So what'll happen is I sleep late, especially on Sunday mornings. I'm already 2 hours from where I need to be tomorrow morning. I ain't gonna be in no hurry to get up or anything. Sleep late, get some rest, that kind of thing. And so at night when we go to bed, I take her harness off of her, and all she has on then is her collar and her tags, and that way it's like women taking off their bra. You know, she's a woman. I take her harness off. So, anyways, in the mornings when she wakes up, and she'll sleep at night. She'll snuggle up in my arm right here. But in the mornings, I wake up. She's usually beside me somewhere, and she'll snuggle up against my belly, and I just sit there and just rub her belly from front to back. I mean, just all the way from her neck all the way on down and back. And I did that one morning, no lie, for 30 minutes straight. Now, you'd figure, okay, I'm good now, right? Oh, you know, after 30 minutes of getting her belly rubbed, I took my hand away, and she'll do this thing where, like so, and she grab my hand, bring it back. Like, no, you ain't done till I say so. I'm like, wow. She just does not get tired of it. So, I don't know if y'all know who Brewer and Shipley is, but it's a good song I've been working on. I'll play that for you after I can get a little better at it. Some people like it, some people don't, but I like it. I think it's a great song. One Toke Over the Line. I think the reason people don't like it is because the name Jesus is in it. One toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown at the railway station, one toke over the line. Anyway, I think it's a great song. So, how about a little country music for my wife that only listens to rock and roll? The silly puppy. Where's so silly? Where's silly? Yeah. She's back here kicking around, so I'd see what she's up to. Usually she lays pretty still. She don't like the frequency of the strings buzzing. She don't like the guitar. She hates when I take the phone, turn it sideways, and put it right up here and try to get some attention. She don't like that at all. So. All right, I like this song. I think it's a. Let me get myself turned around here. My leg was falling asleep, so I had to move. So. Oh, what I miss. I don't want to be rude. I got to make sure I respond to everybody. Well, brother, that's the whole problem. I don't have a tip jar. One of these days when I get popular enough, I mean, I do have my link. Usually like a day or two later, I'll come back and go ahead and put something. You talking about Amanda? You talking about One Toke Over the Line? That is a great song. It really is. I can do it, and I'm getting better at it because, yeah, one toke. All right, the mama says okay. So there's just what, three of y'all in here? I guess I ain't gonna worry about offending anybody if y'all three are wanting to hear it. All right, so let me flip back, and then we'll come back to Diamond Rio. I like Diamond Rio. This one takes a minute now. I never realized it listening to it on the radio. I guess because usually you're always doing something else, listening to the radio, driving or whatever. But yeah, this one takes a minute to get through it. So, oops, it's 420. So no capo. One toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Who do you love? I hope it's me. I've been a-changing, as you can plainly see. I felt the joy and I learned about the pain. And my mama said, if I should choose to make it part of me, she'd surely strike me dead. And now I'm one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. I sailed away a country mile, and now I'm a-turning and showing off my smile. I met all the girls and I loved myself a few, and to my surprise, like everything else that I've been through, they opened up my eyes. And now I'm one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Don't you know I'm just one wait for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. I always mess that up. Sitting downtown in the railway station, one toke over the line. I wanna be one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. One toke over the line. All right, it's not too shabby. I always get to that one part, and you gotta get the timing just right. And I work so hard on trying to get the timing just right that I always mess up on the wrong lyrics that are following it. So, all right, what I miss? Oh, okay, good. All right, I hope y'all didn't mind that. Okay, so now, oh, I almost spilt my beer. I'd be singing, there's a tear on my beer as it rolls across the floor. You were on my lonely mind. Anyway, country music. Put it in that slot over there. Maybe I won't. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Here we go. I love this song. I don't know why. I just do. All right, I gotta bring myself over here to get the book out of the shadows. I believe I see the answer staring back at me. Spent most of the morning laying in bed. Lunch was black coffee and 3 cigarettes. They say it'll kill me, but I've got a hunch this old broken heart's gonna beat up to the punch. Well, mirror, mirror on my wall, tell me who is the loneliest fool of all. Now wait a minute, I believe I see the answer staring back at me. I'm the one who swore that she would stay right up to the moment her U-Haul drove away. She didn't leave a table, she didn't leave a chair, but she knew what she was doing when she left you hanging there. Oh, mirror, mirror on my wall, tell me who is the loneliest fool of all. Now wait a minute, I believe I see the answer staring back at me. Now wait a minute, I believe I see the answer staring back at me. I just think it's a cute. I know it's not. It's a heartbreak song, I suppose, but I just think it's really cute. I really do. Really? So, y'all have heard Seven Spanish Angels, Ray Charles, Willie Nelson. I'm looking at it. Seven Spanish Angeles. How did I not see that? Angeles. Okay. Speaking of Willie, I don't know if I did this one last time or not. I think I did this one the first live stream I've done, so that means I haven't done it in a little bit, so it's fair game. Here we go. I grew up dreaming of being a cowboy and loving the cowboy ways, pursuing the life of my high-riding heroes. I burned up my childhood days. I learned all the rules of the modern-day drifter. Don't you hold on to nothing too long. Just take what you need from the ladies and leave them with the words of a sad country song. My heroes have always been cowboys, and they still are, it seems, sadly in search of and one step in back of themselves and their slow-moving dreams. Cowboys are special with their own brand of misery from being on the interstate too long. You could die from the cold in the arms of a nightmare, knowing well that your best days are gone. Picking up hookers instead of my pen, I let the words of my youth fade away. out saddles and old worn out memories with no one and no place to stay. My heroes have always been cowboys, and they still are, it seems, sadly in search of and one step in back of themselves and the slow-moving dreams. Sadly in search of and one step in back of themselves and the slow-moving dreams. Getting cold again. All right. I guess what I need to do instead of turning it on and off is actually adjust the thermostat to a point where it does it all on its own, keeping it somewhat comfortable. Modern day Bonnie and Clyde. See, now the mama doesn't usually know the names of these songs, so she's getting. Yeah, I saw that that Witchy had that one stream. I didn't get to see her stream. Of course, I can still go back and watch it. I just saw that when it come up in the recommended for you down here in that little list. I was like, holy crap, that's all white. Just the other day, it was green. I mean, this time of year, most places, everything's brown, you know. So they got green grass. And then on top, Amanda, you live up there too somewhere, don't you, up there near Witchy? And do you live on the same island as her or just somewhere near her? So, yeah, the mama's, I'm learning. Okay, so the mama has requested y'all. Now, you can request song titles. I'm good with that. The question is whether or not I'll actually know the title, know the song that you've requested. The thing of it is that the mama's been through my songbook. Same town, okay. 10-minute drive. The mama's been through my songbook, so she knows what's in here. And I think I told you all she took her favoriteest song out of my book and went and made a copy of it and folded it up, put it in her purse. So I can't pull that crap with, oh, I don't know that one. She's like, well, here it is right here. So, all right, for the mama. For you, baby, I love you. So here we go, for the mama. Travis Tritt. I bet you didn't know that part. Modern day Bonnie and Clyde. I love my truck stop songs. I really do. Oh, that's good stuff. Boy, I wish I had a pizza right now. I'd be gross, man. I'd be pigging out right in front of y'all. Be like a kid with birthday cake, but it'd be pizza sauce. I love me some pizza now. All right. By the way, anybody's pizza is good hot. I don't care where you get it from. Anybody's pizza is good hot. The test of a true good pizza is if it tastes good out of the fridge cold the next day. I don't nuke it. I take it right out of the fridge, eat it cold. If I like it, then that was a good pizza. All right. I really like this song too. Those songs that got stories to them. Well, it's the wrong way to Richmond. Wait, sorry, my bad, sorry. I need this. Some stuff's just too low. Even Johnny Cash would be like, man, that's low. Trace Atkins even said, that's low. There we go. All right. It's a long way to Richmond, rolling north on 95. With a redhead riding shotgun and a pistol by my side. Tearing down that highway like a modern day Bonnie and Clyde. We met at a truck stop, Johnson City, Tennessee. I was gassing up my Firebird when I heard her calling me. you headed, boy? Do you need some company? She had me stopping at a Quick Mart before we made it out of town. Next thing she was running at me, telling me to lay that hammer down. 'Cause there's a man right behind me, doing his best to slow me down. Yeah, it's a long way to Richmond, rolling north on 95. With a redhead riding shotgun and a pistol by my side. Tearing down that highway like a modern day Bonnie and Clyde. Come forward. We pulled up to a motel in the middle of the night. We were counting all the money, smoking stolen Marlboro Lights. Lord, we never saw them coming till they read us both our rights. It's a long way to Richmond, rolling north on 95. With the sheriff right beside me, pistol pointed at my side. Oh Lord, such a disappointing ending for this modern day Bonnie and Clyde. Oh yeah. Hey, yeah. Well, there you go, baby. There you is, honey. Who is that? Whoever it was, they changed their mind, whatever it was they wrote. I don't understand that language. Was that Russian, maybe? That was not English, whatever. Whoever it is, if you understand English, welcome. All right, so let's see what we come up with next. One of these days, I'm just going to start flipping pages, and it's kind of like what they call kamikaze karaoke. Y'all know what kamikaze karaoke is? Kamikaze karaoke is where you get up there and you stand in front of the microphone when it's your turn to sing, but you have no clue what the song is. Amanda's like, yeah. You have no clue what the song is you're about to sing. It might be a song for a guy, it might be a song for a girl, it might be country, it might be rock. You know, you might be all strictly only guys songs or only girl songs, only country, only rock, whatever. It could be Frank Sinatra, New York, New York. You got no idea. Whatever it is, if you want to keep singing through the night. Now, they don't do it every weekend, places like that. But yeah, if you want to keep singing, you have to, and so you get up there and you have fun with it. If anything, instead of trying to do the best you can with it, you just kind of really get kind of carried away with it and just have fun. But so kamikaze karaoke, I think that's what I should do one night. if I'd thought about it, I'd have done that tonight since we're celebrating my birthday. Is just start flipping pages and sing whatever comes up. So I'm down to one. Oh, well, I got a hunch I know who that is. So, all right. Well, I'm going to sing because I'm in the mood to sing. So here we go. How about a little George Strait? When did you stop loving me? How long have I been a memory? I've got to know for my own sanity. Tell me, when did you stop loving me? Was it that night that you stayed out until dawn? You know that night has haunted me for so long. Or was your love already cold? Tell me please, I've got to know. Darling, when did you stop loving me? There was a time when you worshipped where I stood. Heaven knows I'd bring it back if I could. I can tell when we make love, it ain't me you're thinking of. Tell me, when did you stop loving me? Darling, when did you stop loving me? So who's the new person? Who's the new person? I saw that now. I didn't understand what language it was. Yeah, that's. Now I know there's a difference between different Russian languages, so I'm not sure. But that was either two socks. Hi, two socks. Yeah, but I think animals, honey, when they look at the screen on your phone, I think all they're seeing is a bright light. I don't like we see a picture. You know, we see the background, we see the person. I think we see the beer. I think all she sees is a bright light with, and I don't know, they say animals are colorblind anyway, so if that's the case, she only see the color. She just sees a bright light. Oh, nope, sorry, no Gabe here. Nope. Not that I know of anyway. All right. So, Brother Mike, what do I do with my other book here? I've got a book that's notebook paper that I haven't started. What do I do with that? Hang on. I've got your song right here somewhere. All right. Hang on one second. I'm going to find it. Y'all, don't go nowhere. Oh, here it is. Found it. Look at there. Because of the guitar, I couldn't see the floor. All right. So here's what I do when I find something before I can type it into my own format. My format, which y'all have seen, where I put the chords and brackets in blue, bold blue print right in the middle of a word if need be, wherever the chord change is. But when I do it from scratch, it looks like this. And then, of course, it looks a lot prettier once I type it all out. So Brother, here's your song that I think is very appropriate. So, Chrome likes beer too, but Chrome didn't make it this weekend. That's okay. Um, he's got a lot going on, so I get it. Let's see here. I like this one. Did you see that video here he did recently? That little town and all the artwork on the walls. Some of that looked. One of them actually looks a lot similar to this one tattoo I got right here. I don't know if that would be the weather or Father Time or what that was representative of, but I mean, it almost looked three-dimensional. It was amazing. So, I put a comment on that video. I told him, I said, if the mom and I ever get up there, I hope that he'd take us on a tour of all the street art around. Of course, the thing of it is, I don't think he was near Vancouver. I know he was still in British Columbia, but I don't think he was anywhere near Vancouver. So here we go, Brother Mike. Your song, Chrome's song, my song. Amanda, do you drink beer? The Mama song, because technically the Mama, I just found out here, whatever my most recent live stream, she likes Coronas. The only beer she'll drink is Coronas. So anyhow, Tom T. Hall, Mike Brown likes beer. I like beer, but anyway, Mike likes beer. In some of my songs I have casually mentioned the fact that I like to drink beer. But this little song is more to the point, so roll out the barrel and lend me your ear. Mike likes beer. It makes him a jolly good fellow. Mike likes beer. It helps him unwind, and sometimes it makes him feel mellow. Makes him feel mellow. Sing it, Shelby. Whiskey's too rough, champagne costs too much, and vodka puts my mouth in gear. This little refrain should help me explain that, as a matter of fact, Mike likes beer. My wife often frowns when we're out on the town and I'm wearing a suit and a tie. She's sipping vermouth and she thinks I'm uncouth when I yell out as the waiter walks by. I like beer. It makes me a jolly good fellow. I like beer. It helps me unwind, and sometimes it makes me feel mellow. Makes him feel mellow. Whiskey's too rough, champagne costs too much, and vodka puts my mouth in gear. Woo! This little refrain should help me explain that, as a matter of fact, Mike likes beer. Last night I dreamed that I passed from the scene, and I went to a place so sublime. The water was clear and it tasted like beer, but then they turned it all into wine. Oh, I like beer. It makes me a jolly good fellow. I like beer. It helps me unwind, and sometimes it makes me feel mellow. Makes him feel mellow. Whiskey's too rough, champagne costs too much, and vodka puts my mouth in gear. This little refrain should help me explain that, as a matter of fact, I like beer. Yes, this little refrain should help me explain that, as a matter of fact, I like beer. Yes, he likes beer. You gotta admit, it's kind of a cute little song, isn't it? Oh, wait. I just missed something here. Chrome's having him a beer while he's waiting out the snow. So I haven't seen. Has he posted anything here in the last couple of days? I know he tries to post every day, but sometimes he can't. So I have. The last thing I saw was the video where he was doing the street art and all that in that small little town he was at. So all right. So let's see here. I've gotten a little. Well, we're at a little past 2 hours already. I guess I can get ready to wrap this up here in a little bit. The mama, Brother Mike, if you don't mind another country song. The mama always asks for this one, and I don't have it memorized. Sometimes I have my book, and sometimes I don't, and then I can play it or I can't. This all depends. So I don't know. Now, see, a lot of my music I don't have in my new format yet. I still have it printed in the format that I found it. So I don't remember if this one is a 440 or a 420. I suppose if nothing else, I'll drop the capo here in a minute. So let's see. Alabama. Rolling down a backwoods Tennessee byway. One arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other. A sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night, Sunday night. Couldn't feel better. I'm together with my Dixieland delight. Spend my dollar, park in a holler 'neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon night. Fits my life, oh slow ride, my Dixieland delight. White-tailed buck deer munching on clover, red-tailed hog sitting on the limb, chubby old groundhog croaking bullfrog, free as a feeling in the wind. Homegrown country girl gonna give me a whirl on a Tennessee Saturday night. Lucky as 7, living in heaven with my Dixieland delight. Spend my dollar, park in a holler 'neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little turtle doving on the Mason-Dixon night. Fits my life, oh so right, my Dixieland delight. Roll down the backwoods Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other. A sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. Couldn't feel better, I'm together with my Dixieland delight. Wrong chord. okay? I messed up. I messed up. I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. So, let's see. Wine. Ew. Some wine I can handle. Some wine. I used to date a girl up in Chicago years ago when I lived up there. Her whole family was Italian, and her father made wine, and homemade wine. And so every meal, of course, the Italians, and my mother's Italian, so of course I'm Italian and Irish. And got a little smidget of German, mostly Italian and Irish. So I know a lot about the culture of both. But especially with pasta, that's kind of a Italian staple, is red wine and pasta. Get hot in here again. Okay. There we go. Wait till it kicks on. Right there. So it should kick itself back on now. Yeah, right about there. Okay. But yeah, I can handle some of it, but some of it's just nasty. So I don't know what it is that makes some of them bitter and some of them not. Some of them taste good and some of them don't, and whatever else. But yeah, I'm a beer guy. You know, I'm beer, chips, and dip, and chicken wings. Not wings. I don't do wings so much. Wings is just too little bit of meat. Yeah, I like salad. There's too little meat for too much effort involved for too little reward. And that's a big thing here in Memphis. Chicken wings. I just don't get it. I don't. So y'all, I'm gonna do one more, and it's been, by the time I get done here, it'll be 2.5 hours. And it's about time to take Shelby out for a walk again. And after having drank a few of these, I need to take myself out for a walk too. This is a song I recently taught myself just a little while ago, and I'm still working at getting all the kinks worked out of it and not making so many mistakes and stuff. So, but don't y'all go away just yet. One more song here and a little bit of idle chit chat, and then I'm gonna sign off. So, we used to laugh, we used to cry. We used to bow our heads then wonder why. But now you're gone, I guess I'll carry on and make the best of what you left to me. Left to me, left to me. I need you like the flower needs the rain, you know I need you. Guess I'll start it all again, you know I need you. Like the winter needs the spring, you know I need you. I need you. And every day I'd laugh the hours away, just knowing you were thinking of me. And then it came that I was put to blame for every story told about me. About me, about me. I need you like the flower needs the rain, you know I need you. Guess I'll start it all again, you know I need you. Like the winter needs the spring, you know I need you. I need you. I need you like the flower needs the rain, you know I need you. I need you, I need you. Like the winter needs the spring, you know I need you. Guess I'll start it all again, you know I need you. I need you, I need you. Like the flowers need the rain, you know I need you. Guess I'll start it all again, you know I need you. I need you, I need you. Like the winter needs the spring, you know I need you. Guess I'll start it all again, you know I need you. I need you, I need you. America, Sister Golden Hair, Horse with No Name. Actually, they had a lot of hits. I can't bring them all to my mind right now, but that one, of course, is called "I Need You." It's a great song. Great song. Yeah, dude, we got a 4-bedroom house. Yeah, if you ever come down to the States, we have to definitely come up there, though. So, Amanda already signed out. Yeah. You're like, I mean, if she's still here, you'd like hanging with the mama. The mama is definitely one of a kind. There's no doubt about it. They broke the mold when they made her, but that's a good thing. I mean that as a compliment. She's the salt of the earth, you know, and I've been very blessed to have met her. So there's two kinds of women in this world. There's the kind that enhance a man's life, make your life better, or the kind that make your life worse. You know, man becomes miserable, wish that you know, and the kind that make you glad to be alive, the kind that literally save you in a way. I don't mean like save you like Jesus and salvation like that, but just you're down a path of self-destruction. Most men, that's what we do. We go down this path of self-destruction, and you find this one woman that brings you out of that, out of the fire, so to speak. You bring you where you can get warm by it, but not get burned. And I've had a lot of bad choices in my life, a lot of bad decisions, and that woman that y'all chatting with right there, best things ever happened to me. And in fact, March 1st, Brother Mike, March 1st, we will have been married 5 years. I have done everything I can to drive that woman crazy, and she just, instead of running from it, she just dishes it right back out. And in fact, we were talking about this, I've met my match. I have definitely, I take my hat off to my wife, that if it comes down to honoriness and all things fun and crazy, yeah, I can get a little farther out of bounds sometimes, but as far as stamina and all that, oh yeah, she right when I think that there's no way she's gonna ever top this, she proved me wrong. So, and I got me a good one, brother. I got me a good one. A guy told me years ago, a trucking company I used to work at, and he said the reason I was going through divorces and bad relationships and breakups, and I've been with as many women as a basketball player, really. And he said the problem is you're looking all the wrong places. And I said, where am I supposed to look? He said, Arkansas. And I was like, Arkansas? I said, well, I don't know about all that, but thank you, I appreciate that. But I said, what's Arkansas got to do with it? And he said, well, you know, he said the women in Arkansas, they're different. Their mamas have raised them different. It's a whole different lifestyle, and especially up in the mountains, you know. And he moved from New Jersey to marry a girl from Arkansas. So I was like, Okay. And of course I didn't. In fact, I'd been married since, but yeah, just the best best 5 years of my. I'm 55, be 56 years old, and these last 5 years, March the 1st, we've been married 5 years. We got together on January 29th, so we've actually been in each other's face just a month over 5 years, and but in March 1st we'll have been married 5 years, and these have been the. And I'm not trying to say this just to butter you up there, baby, but these have been the best 5 years of my life. No lie. So my childhood is the kind of thing that they could make a movie about. I mean, kind of psycho kind of movie. My child. I love my father to death, and but the whole mommy dearest thing. We don't even want to go there. But yeah, my childhood is no child should have to go what I've been through. No, and I'm not going to focus on that. Just but with everything I've been through in my life, all the sorrow and heartaches and everything else, these last 5 years have been freaking awesome. So, yeah, that's true. We have a cat. Her name's Missy. In fact, I don't did I maybe when I did that when I held the phone down and she was meowing at my feet. I don't know if I've posted that or not. I think that's when I was posting one of the reminders for tonight. But anyway, Missy is a old cat. I think we just talked the other day. She's like 13, 14 years old, and she kind of rules the roost. But we know that she's getting older. She's not necessarily gone blind, but she's losing some of her sight, and she's losing some of her hearing. Whereas it used to be she'd hear you coming from across the room. Now you can walk right beside her and she don't even know you're there. And in fact, she gets startled if she turns around and you're there and she wasn't expecting it. But so I try to prepare the mama for the fact that the day's going to come. Either she's going to pass in her sleep or she's going to be so bad off we'll have to put her down. And I hope I'll be home when that happens. But Missy's been in her life longer than I have. So she's had Missy for 11 of those past 13 years. So yeah, we've gotten very attached to each other. We've gotten very attached to our critters. Shelby wandered onto our yard as a stray. We have this little black and white tuxedo cat. Her name is Two Socks. She wandered into our yard as a stray. We have, is that calico? Is that what they refer to Precious as, a calico? Anyway, we got this cat. She got this big furry lion kind of mane thing going on, 2 or 3 tone gray. And she wandered into our yard as a stray. Of course, Elaine already had Missy. I think Buddy was a rescue. Missy was a rescue. She got Missy from a shelter. And then we were out one day at the cemetery where, what's his name? What? CSY. What's that mean? Maine Coon. What's that say, baby? Anyway, we were at the cemetery in Strawberry one day, and the one we call Sawdust and his little brother or sister, they both come to us. And they were covered in fleas and everything, so we couldn't see the mother nowhere, and we figured that was baby. They were itty bitty little kittens, and we decided that they were so bad off there was no way that the mother was around. So we took I got it now. Let's talk about Precious, okay. And so we took them to. One of them has disappeared, but Sawdust remains. And then meanwhile, we had a cat with a cleft lip given to us, and that's Smokey. And we've gotten very attached to our critters. We that's the reason for eventually when this van's complete, my intentions is to sell it. I want to find a full-size van, but short wheelbase, not standard wheelbase now, which is shorter. The wheelbase is the same, actually. Standard wheelbase, it just doesn't have that extra 3 foot on the tail. But I want to find a short wheelbase so it'll be easier to maneuver a trailer and find the biggest travel trailer that they make, so that we, our 5 cats, and our 2 dogs can all live without driving each other crazy. So, and then we'll travel the country some, and until we decide where we're going to settle down. So, anyhow, but well, brother, I guess it's just you and the mama that's left. So I'm like I said, it's been 2.5 hours. So Disco, well, how old's Disco? He is he that old of a dog? I didn't think he was. I mean, the thing is with certain breeds, I can't tell. Look at him if he's young or old. I mean, because even a young dog, English bulldog, isn't he? Even a young dog in that breed looks kind of old to me, all wrinkly and whatever. So I didn't know how old Disco was. So, but I have to find me a fire hydrant and take Miss Shelby out for a walk while I'm at it. So I'm gonna. Oh, okay. So 7 years. So he's like what, 50, 49, 50 years old. Then dog years, isn't it? Is it 4 years per human year or 7 years? I've heard both. I don't know which is which. And I just I know that we love our critters to death, and we the thought of anything happening to any one of them. Shelby took off. Shelby's been so good the last few weeks, probably almost a month now, of me taking her out without a leash, and she stays right by me. I've not been able to take any time to train her or anything. And the okay, 7 years, gotcha. The other night, or was it? No, it was yesterday morning. I let her, and what we do is, because she usually goes right down the stairs, goes off somewhere in the yard, takes care of her business, and comes right back. So I let her, I forgot I let her out, or her mama did. One of us let her out, and anyway, we went to call her. She never come back, and just wandered off somewhere. We don't even know where. So Elaine got out in the car, start searching the neighborhood and everything, and then it hit me that wherever she's at, I don't know if she's nearby, but if she's close enough to hear that big truck, so I had the big truck backed up into the driveway. So I go out there and I fire that thing up, and sure enough, here she comes, because she's like, "Oh boy, it's time to go." And so the fact that she had wandered off, and even when we were out there hollering for her, calling for her, she never did come. So she's lost her no leash privileges for a while, anyway. But yeah, it worried us to death. Just the fact of, she's so cute and adorable. If someone would have took her, and instead of, I got my name and phone number on her tag, and instead of giving us a call, or if people would be kind of mean about it and say, "Well, I'll call and get a reward. If they don't give us a reward, I'll keep the damn dog." And so I didn't know how that would end up going. But anyway, yeah, she was apparently out in the field somewhere, just digging around, chasing critters. Or she loves grasshoppers, but it's the wrong time of year for grasshoppers. But she had to be doing something to amuse herself, so that when both Elaine and I called her, she never did come. So we were worried to death over her. And and we're like that with all of our critters. Anything happen to any one of them, it'll just break our hearts. So, but y'all, and when I say y'all, of course, that's just Brother Mike, you, and the mama. But for y'all and anybody who might watch this later, I go back and I like, especially Smallwood Homestead and Weechee, especially. Whenever I get a chance, obviously during the week I'm driving, it's hard to, because what little bit of time I have to myself, I either sleep, shower, or eat, or work on my log book, my coloring book. And not that I don't keep that current, because that's illegal, but anyway. So I loose leaf for a reason, brother. Let's just say that. But I try to go back and watch the live streams that I missed. Mike Millen is another one, and I'm buffering. All right, I got you. It's got to be probably where you're at. I don't know where you're at though, but maybe you got really good internet too. But I'm right here in Memphis, and usually in your big metropolises, the internet's freaking awesome. So. But it could be me. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Like I said, I need to find me a fire hydrant and take Miss Shelby out for a walk. Get myself ready for in the morning. But I appreciate you coming by. Of course, my baby, I know she's gonna come by because she's partial like that. It's like, that's my man. And but all right. But I appreciate you, man, and tell Amanda next time you see her, I said thanks for coming by, and I'll leave a note for her in the chat room. And but yeah, man, I'm gonna get off here, take care of some business with Mother Nature, go kill some weeds. Get me some sleep. I'm in the van. I'm happy. It's been quite a while. Y'all ain't seen anything with the van. This is the first thing I've done to put anything with the van back on YouTube. So, during the summer, man, I wish we were talking about that today about going somewhere. I asked her where she wants to go. She's, I don't care anywhere. Just get me out of here, out of the house, out of Melbourne, out of Izard County, Arkansas, and so. But the thing of it is, and I thought about that one time. I really would. I would love to make one of Chrome's meetups. You know, get out there. But it's so far. The amount of miles that I have to cover each way, and the amount of time it would take to do that. Of course, you're going to take a few days to be tourist while you're there. The amount of money it would cost in gas alone. You know, it's just like I don't know that I've got to try to find a way to work that out. But let's see now. I've been trying to keep up with y'all here. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I got one of those too, but I don't think y'all want to watch me even with my back to you. I don't think y'all want to watch because I'm one of these. I grunt and groan and like, oh yeah, especially when I've been holding it for a while, like I have been. Oh yeah. Oh, it sounds like I'm really enjoying myself. Okay, too much information. All right, so July. Yeah, I'd love to get up that way, but I just don't. Especially from the United States, from like where we're at here in Arkansas. The route that I would take to get up there, I've been through before in a big truck, and the scenery, once you get past the Rockies, from the Rockies all the way up to Seattle, Washington, that area, is just freaking amazing. Oh man, I get up there. There's a town called Wallace, Idaho. It's between the 4th of July Pass, which to me is Independence Day when people say 4th of July, but in this case that's what it's called, the 4th of July Pass. I can't remember the name of the other pass. But Wallace, Idaho, was that long stretch up toward the top of the state, coming straight down. It's right in the middle of that, right down there. And you remember the movie Back to the Future, the very first one, and Marty McFly goes back in time and see how the town of Wallace, Idaho, looks like that. This old town stuck back in the 50s, and something right out of a Norman Rockwell painting. And every time I drive by it, the interstate, because everything's mountains and valleys, the interstate is a big bridge that curves around the town, and so I get a good view of it over my right shoulder every time I'm heading back east, and it's something I can't explain. It's something inside me aches every time I go by there. I want to see that, and I've always thought, now what better way to kill two birds with one stone is try to make one of Chrome's meetups and stop and do the tourist thing at Wallace, Idaho all at the same time. But always about this, man. Takes money. Right now, with all my legal issues and whatever else, I just ain't gonna have it for a while. So okay, 5 kilometers. Is that what that is? 5K. Oh, 5,000. I got you. 5K. 5,000 kilometers. So what's that? About 3,000 miles, 3,500 miles, something like that. Yeah, it's about. I think for us it's 2,500. I looked at it once. I just don't remember. I think it's about 2,500 miles each. I think that'd be about right because you're further east than we are. Someone said you're up there around Detroit, up that way somewhere, and so for us, we are direct. I won't say directly, but we're south by southwest of St. Louis, Missouri. So yeah, about 2,500 miles for us each way, and so you figure 5,000 miles at 12 mile a gallon until you get to the mountains, then it'd be 10. So yeah, 5,000 kilometers. I think it's 3,500, maybe it might be 4,000 miles. I don't remember how to convert miles, and I need to find a way because there's several of y'all that I converse with. Oh, one way, yeah. There's several of y'all I converse with, and so it really would be to my benefit to learn the currency and distances and quantities and whatever. Learn how to do both the U.S. and the Canadian ways of measuring things. So, okay, y'all. Love you both, man. I mean that, bro. I really do. And of course, the mama. I love you. But I'm gonna get off here. This is something I've really enjoyed. This van build that I'm gonna get doing is I've got a lot of ideas for it. I've already got a lot of the items as far as electronics and stuff. I've already purchased those to put into the van. It's just there's certain things I need to do first. But I'm really looking forward to the day I get it finished, and then we'll start taking. We're gonna take trips in it before I ever get it finished, but of course I'll start presenting it more as a complete project once I've done that. So. But I'm gonna get off here so I can go wee. And I appreciate you, I really do, man. And of course the missus, she knows. I love you, baby. So I'll get off here. See you next time, brother. And mama, the mama, I will call you here in just a little bit. So, all right, man. Peace. Keep on keeping on. See you when we see you.